Okay. Asuka versus Ruby Riott versus Nikki Cross. This is another match where you got to wonder how much longer Asuka's going to stay in NXT. Do you think she'll be there through SummerSlam?
I would say that she will be there through SummerSlam, yes.
Really? Okay.
Well, I don't know when the next TakeOver special is, right? So this is in May. I don't know if they have another one between now and SummerSlam. But not that I want to jump the gun on my prediction, but I think she's going to retain it here. And I would think that I think that the idea is that she's going to lose it to Ember Moon at some point. I don't know when that was going to be, if that was going to be on this show in the 4-way or not, but I think that she's going to lose it to Ember Moon eventually when she recovers from her injury. So I think that, and Ruby Riott and Nikki Cross kind of have their own side feud happening, so I think that Asuka will retain the championship here and eventually go on to face Ember Moon, and maybe that'll be SummerSlam weekend, I don't know, whenever the next TakeOver special is. Well,
I think if they're going to have Asuka lose the title, this might be the time to do it because she doesn't have to get pinned in this triple threat match. I'm going to say I'm going to say Nikki Cross gets the win. I think she's going to pin Ruby Riott. I think you might have some interference from the rest of Sanity. But Nikki Cross gets a pin on Ruby Riott, and Asuka's no longer your champion. But she doesn't lose. She doesn't get pinned. So
see, I think the whole thing with that, though, is she's had this long title reign, right, for over a year, and she hasn't been defeated. So that, I think the whole purpose of the title reign now should be that somebody beats her, you know what I mean, to get that rub from her being a champion for so long and being undefeated for so long. So I think if they did it in such a way where they take it off her in a multi-person match, it almost kind of kills the whole momentum of what she's got going, because then nobody benefits really from... if Nikki Cross pins Ruby Riott or vice versa, everyone's going to be like, oh, all right, but they didn't beat Asuka, so it's what? You know what I mean? I think that whoever wins the title, whether it's in this match or a future match, that Asuka needs to be defeated so that somebody can benefit from that and keeps the championship strong.
See, to me, that's why I think they would do that only to protect her, because, that could be the storyline. You got the title, but you didn't beat Asuka. She's undefeated, she's never been pinned, and then you could do something, But, I mean, you got a triple threat match, which means there's no DQ, and you have all of Sanity. I think if, I agree with you, but I just don't see anybody strong enough to actually beat Asuka. There's nobody to me that screams, I'm going to, pinning Asuka is going to make me a main eventer. There's nobody right now that I think is really strong enough to beat her. So, I mean, unless they just decide to keep title on her, which they probably will do, but I just think this might open up some loopholes for them in the future as maybe an escape plan if they do want to bring up Asuka, or who knows, maybe she loses the title and she shows up on Sunday night. Anything's possible. That leaves the main event: Bobby Roode versus Hideo Itami for the NXT title. Give me your thoughts, pal.
I mean, listen, Itami has had several chances to, kind of make a name for himself and establish himself in NXT. He's unfortunately gotten hurt a few times, hasn't really connected with the fans as much as I think they had hoped. Now I think he's doing a little better just because he's been using the GTS as his finisher. I think people kind of pop for that.
And he looks great in a suit. Man, he's a good-looking man in a suit, buddy.
But I don't think that this is, the right spot for Roode to lose it. This seems like a placeholder feud for Roode in between maybe his next big feud, whatever that's going to be. I don't know if that's going to be Roderick Strong or maybe Drew McIntyre. Those would be the guys I would suspect. This just seems like a placeholder to kind of keep things moving for him and give him another victory. So I'm going to say that Roode will retain on Saturday.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. Tommy is, he's a great wrestler, he's a great worker, but he doesn't have enough behind him right now to take the title from Bobby Roode. And I completely forgot about McIntyre. I'm surprised he's not on the card, to be honest with you. I think actually he might be. I think they might add him versus Blake.
They were setting something like that up. Right now, it doesn't list it, but yeah, maybe they will add that. And if they do, I'm assuming that he's just going to win because I don't.
Yeah, and he should. Just like, and there's also nothing on there for Aleister Black either, which is interesting.
Aleister Black, he was on Main Event 2 weeks ago when they were in England, which is kind of weird. But
now, another question for you: will Adam Cole be in the audience on Saturday night?
That's a good question. I don't know. A lot of people have been speculating on that. I mean, he hasn't led on to anything as far as that. I mean, it would be cool if he did show up. I don't know if he's got any other bookings this weekend where it would. I think Friday night he's got a PWG, which is in California. So I could definitely see him being there. I would like to see him there, but I'm going to say he won't be there. And maybe by SummerSlam time or something like that, he'll be on board. That's my guess.
Okay. So that's it right now for NXT. It looks like another good show on paper. That's going to be the Saturday night special. So that means we are going to hop over onto Sunday night with WWE SmackDown Presents Backlash. And before we get there, we're going to sit here, as always, and I'm going to remind you that we are once again brought to you by the Damage 365 Radio Network.
This is Lanny Poffo, formerly the genius full of glory and renown. You are listening to Damage 365 Radio.
And on top of that, you can find us now at ProWrestling.com, as we are the official podcast of ProWrestling.com, which we are very happy to be. Now, a couple of matches were obviously just announced within the last 2 days for Backlash. So I'm just going to run down the card very quickly. Guessing your pre-show match, you're looking at Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English. From there, you have Luke Harper versus Eric Rowan, Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler, Naomi, Charlotte, and Becky versus the Welcoming Committee. That is an atrocious name. Of Natalia, Carmella, and Tamina Snuka. Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles for the U.S. Heavyweight title. The Usos versus Breezango. And Randy Orton versus... Is that right?
Jinder Mahal, man.
Is that right? That's... I'll be damned. Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal for the WWE title. You know what this show's missing, Joe?
Roman Reigns, the guy who has lots of sense.
Oh,
Is that not what you were looking for?
No, but yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, anyway.
Well, it's true, darn it.
Yeah, it is.
There's not enough Roman Reigns on this show.
Yeah.
It needs more Big Dog, personally. You know what? Not even personally. The world needs more Big Dog.
I swear to God, I do not need this right now, okay?
First match of the night is Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English. Aiden English's new gimmick is he's a crybaby, it seems like. He sings opera, and the man cries. Ty Dillinger should not be losing. Ty Dillinger wins this match.
Yep, Ty Dillinger wins.
Luke Harper versus Eric Rowan. I have yet to finish watching SmackDown in between the balls that is currently my life. So I hope to finish SmackDown tonight and watch NXT, so maybe I'll understand why this match was made. I know they wrestled last week, and Eric Rowan used his clown mask, I guess. Or no, he went to use his clown mask, and then the ref turned around and he thumbed Harper in the eye and he got the pin with a very interesting move. It was a reverse body slam, so he had him at a body slam position, and then he kind of went. I can't even explain. I know Jeff Cobb does it, but when Jeff Cobb does it, it's got a lot more force. But it was a good big man match, and I just think this match was a little bit thrown together, and they could have done a lot more with these two. But right now, I'm going to say Eric Rowan gets another win.
I'll go with Harper.
You always have to be different. God,
Eric Rowan stinks, bro.
That is
stinks on ice.
That's I'm not gonna. I just think you.
Delete.
Take that right out. I'm taking that out in post.
It's going right at the top, actually.
Eric Rowan does not stink.
Stinks on ice. That's where we're at with Eric Rowan, all right?
Eric Rowan is better than Randy Orton in the ring.
Well, I'm not debating that. I'm just saying he stinks on ice. That's where I'm going with.
I like his mask, though.
That's cool.
Son of a...
I'll go to, you know what? I'm not even going to. Sami Zayn versus
so who's going to win?
Baron. I said Luke Harper. Oh, did I not say Luke Harper?
No, you said
Luke
Eric Rowan
win.
stinks like 5 times.
Okay, well, the intention was that Luke Harper was going to win that match because, by golly, he needs to win. Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin. They've had a little bit of back history with these guys. I think Zayn was in a triple threat match for the U.S. title shot, and didn't win, and then Corbin, whatever, they got involved, and they've been having a little bit of a feud. Corbin's been attacking him. I don't know. I assume that the purpose of this feud right now is to put Corbin over. So I'm going to say Corbin gets the win.
What the hell, man? You're talking about needing to win? Sami Zayn has to stop losing. He's the best thing going on SmackDown wrestler-wise, and he needs to stop losing, especially to Baron Corbin.
Can we take a step back?
Yeah.
He's the best thing going on SmackDown.
He's the best wrestler on SmackDown, aside from AJ Styles.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I make boisterous statements, and it takes me a second to think about it.
I just want to make sure we click.
Aside from AJ Styles and Randy Orton, I think Sami Zayn's the best wrestler.
Now you're just being facetious.
You're right. AJ Styles is the best wrestler. Randy Orton, boy, he's fun to watch. Snap power slam, diamond cutter. Snap power slam.
Don't forget the chin lock, bro.
Terrible backbreaker. Chin lock. Unmotivated. Terrible tribal tattoos covered with an even more terrible skull sleeve. Sorry, I'm just super bitter.
So who's winning this Sami Zayn Baron Corbin match?
Sami Zayn better freaking win, man. I know Baron Corbin just did the JOB on Thursday.
Yeah.
But, man, when I think Baron Corbin, I'm just... Sami Zayn gets a W. Next.
All right. The in-ring SmackDown debut of Shinsuke Nakamura against Dolph Ziggler. I don't think the outcome is much in doubt. I'll say Nakamura is going to win. I will say I've kind of been mildly entertained by what they've done. I think Ziggler kind of playing the disgruntled veteran type role, feeling underappreciated, and Nakamura getting more attention.
He should tag with Randy Orton.
Yeah.
They could be the no dive guys. Oh, that's a good name.
Well, I think it's been somewhat interesting, I guess, and I'm sure they'll have a good match. Ziggler hasn't really had a lot of direction since the heel turn that he had a few months ago, and the match is obviously just designed to get Nakamura, make him look good, look strong, and get a victory. So I'll say Nakamura.
If you're gonna have a match with somebody to showcase what they're able to do, and Sami Zayn's probably going to lose anyway, they should have done Nakamura versus Zayn on this show. But what do I know? Nakamura's going to win this match. It should be convincing, and he should definitely go. You got to see all the hits, but Ziggler's got to get in some offense because he's no schlep. So Nakamura wins. You're right. There's no question about this one. Naomi, Charlotte, and Becky versus the welcome mat. Natalya, Carmella, and Tamina with Ellsworth. Christ on a cracker. I don't even know. Go on, just take this one from me.
I'll say the faces win. I don't know. The heels seem like they've been going over at every turn in this feud the last few weeks, including Carmella beating Naomi on SmackDown last night. So,
damn, I just started that match. Spoiler alert.
I'm gonna need you to get up to speed, bro.
I'm gonna need more hours in a day.
Just
okay?
Read the spoilers.
I'm picking up so much dog poop. It's literally encompassing my life.
Well, on that note,
speaking of dog poop,
I'm gonna say. I'll say Naomi, Charlotte, and Becky win just because they haven't won anything in this feud yet.
Yeah, I'm going to say they should win. I'm also going to say you shouldn't put this much talent in one six-man match if you're only going to have one women's match on the card, especially when you have Luke Harper versus Eric Rowan and Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English. You can get rid of one of those matches and put another women's match on the show. I keep hearing rumors it's going to lead to Ellsworth versus Becky Lynch. Is that true?
No, I don't know. I hope not.
She would legit beat him within an inch of his life. I think that'd be good TV. It'd kind of look like Beulah versus Fonzie.
I don't know that they're going to do... I don't know. They've not done an intergender match in a really long time. I don't know.
Yeah, they haven't even done any intergender physicality except for the accidental. Like Stephanie going through, the table and stuff. So, I just don't want to see Ellsworth ever again. He would, no more Ellsworth. Unless you have him welcome back Braun in 6 months.
He's underappreciated.
Underappreciated is an understatement. That's good. You know what? Let's talk about the tag match. You want to talk about the tag match?
Sure. The Usos versus the white hot on a roll Breezango